Hi, this is Jeremy from Transparent Classroom, and I want to talk to you a little bit about our elementary lesson planning and meetings new features. We're pretty excited. We've gotten a lot of good feedback, and we want to share it with you. So here we're looking at our regular progress and plan page, and we can do planning here like we always have. So you can go ahead and add some flags here and say we're gonna do the story of Pythagoras with Audrey, Abner, and Craig. Let's go ahead and save this. Now historically, you could always click on lesson plan and then be able to print this to carry around with you in your classroom. In addition to that, this is a new view, so you can click up here on by day and choose this format or another format. This format in particular is really designed for the elementary classroom. So we can see the lesson that we just planned, the story of Pythagoras, and all the other lessons for the week. And we can go ahead and start moving the lessons around so that we're doing them and we're really planning our week out. So I'll go ahead and do that one on Friday. In addition to just planning your week, you can also say, hey, we actually executed on our plan. So we can come over here to Tuesday and say, we gave that lesson and we gave this lesson, except that Lars wasn't here. So let's move Lars out. So that lesson is now planned for over here on Wednesday. And then we'll go ahead and check that off. When you check those off, what is happening is we're actually telling Transparent Classroom that lesson was introduced to those children. So there's no other step. You don't have to go back and check it off in the other view. We just did that. So that's great. On this page, you can also add lessons. So maybe quantity languages here, and you can go ahead and add children to this. So we've now planned that lesson for those two children. And move lessons around, move children around again, like maybe we're going to move Chris over here for some reason, and Abner stays here on Tuesday. And then the next thing is looking at this, we wondered, well, how can we make use of the fact that we hear a lot of elementary classrooms have this one-on-one meeting and conference time every week or so. So we wanted to tie that in. So let's go look at that. So let's jump to Elizabeth's page. So here we're looking at her profile page, and up here there's a new tab called Meetings. So let's go in there. And here we see all the notes that we've written down on meetings around Elizabeth. So every time we sit down with her, it's an opportunity to come in here and just add any notes that we want to remember for next time. So you can type whatever you want to in here. Anything that is still relevant is going to stay here on this line, or on this section right here. Anything that is completed, perhaps she actually finished this lesson, you can just check that off and it's going to move to this all meeting notes section up here. So let's go ahead and let's see here. We talked about the story of Pythagoras. So she is excited to hear the story of Pythagoras. So you can go ahead and put whatever notes you want. As you saw, you can put a hashtag here and get a list of lessons like you can elsewhere. The cool thing here is that you also have the planned lessons just for her underneath it, right? So we're seeing the same by day lesson planning format, but just the lessons that are hers underneath that. So here you can actually go to this lesson that you just marked here and drag it over to her lesson plan for the week. And now you can customize that, add lessons, etc., just like you can on the other page. Now, if you put those two things together, you might go through all your conferences at the end of the week, and then over the weekend, come back to your lesson plan here. And if we refresh, we'll see her new lesson here, this Tuesday, Story of Pythagoras. And we might say, okay, so now we know we're going to do that on Tuesday. Was there anyone else that we had planned that lesson with? So you come in here, click on that, and you can see that these three children, Abner, Audrey, and Craig, all had that same lesson plan. So let's go ahead and just gather them to this lesson. And they'll be moving from over here in this question mark column where it's unplanned, what day they are, and save that. And so now we've gathered them and we can continue on with our lesson planning. So those are two new features. We hope you guys use them, enjoy them, love them. Give us any feedback you have, and thank you so much for your time.